that's at the top of the food chain in terms of like those states that don't really do anything.
Yep.
Like our SC besides Peeve and Randy and Mungo and Benny and Mekos too for the people who do well in NC. I forgot.
Oh yeah,
Chuck's a beast.
Yeah.
But like South Carolina, like Arkansas, Tennessee.
Yeah, just the random states.
Yeah, states like that where I think NC is like the top of that food chain, but that's like being the smartest kid in the I don't think that's appropriate for it's not an appropriate analogy for MINTOS Cafe. It's like being the sharpest knife in the dull knife drawer.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I think a bunch of North Carolina's like players at this level are all like really, really evenly matched.
Yeah, that's one thing. I think that there's no overlay. Okay, just making sure. I think that everybody being evenly matched is honestly kind of unhealthy for a scene. Because like, I'm sure I could do well. Like, I don't need to work to be better than this specific person because everybody's on like an equal level.
Yeah.
I think I also think a lot of the best in North Carolina right now don't care as much about now this is I'm inferring things based on what I've seen. I could be like, this is me throwing stuff out there. Don't take any of this as like pure fact, but it feels like the best players in NC aren't nearly as motivated.
Yeah, they sort of like playing for money.
Yeah, Peak Smash 4, everybody was so motivated.
Oh yeah,
like, people wanted to improve so they could be the best in the state. Yep. And that isn't happening as much now. And I think
I wanted to know,
there are some people...
I wanted to know, because I haven't listened to what you were saying. What have you been saying? Because I actually have some thoughts like it's the Ultimate.
I feel like NC cares a lot less about improving compared to like Peak Smash 4.
Really?
Where like people wanted to improve to be the best in the state.
I think,
and I feel like
there are a lot of players who actually are.
Yeah, but it's the top level of NC where I'm like, it doesn't feel like
I
it.
agree with that. Not to everyone, but
of course,
for sure.
I
feel like the mid level though was like really
yes, mid level
like,
right now. You can tell they want to improve. It's a miracle I don't get upset every single tournament.
It's actually, it makes it like almost like a good training ground for the mid level.
Yep.
Yes.
Because they can get these upsets, but also like it's going to take a while. Like it's like an incubator system almost. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to like really show off.
Yeah.
I think Wasabi's been one of those players, really, right? Wasabi's like a perfect example.
Yeah. Ben, somebody once asked, like, how do I actually improve at Smash? And Ben said, ask Wasabi or Diet Soda. They're the only two players that have ever actually gotten better.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
I remember that Twitter comment.
I wouldn't be surprised if Minto switches to Cloud after this game.
Yeah.
This is not a pretty game. But, like, Peak Smash 4, I wasn't there except for, like, the very end of Peak Smash 4 with NC. Everybody wanted to improve. Everybody. Like, you, it's like, and I just don't see that in Ultimate right now, aside from the mid-level.
Now, the interesting thing, right, like you look back at the beginning of Smash 4 and you see a lot of the brawl heads that kind of were like coasting, right?
Yes.
And then eventually it got overtaken.
Same thing happened.
Yep. So it's very possible that,
That's a very good point. So it'll probably be, Peak Ultimate will be, King Chocolate, Kagura,
Refit versus Mario.
Yeah, that'll be the people who you can tell are grinding and getting those better spots. I think there's some mainstays that will forever be in like top 10, top 15.
For sure. Dang, two stop. Here's what Chad thinks about this actually. That's interesting. Take C-Stream. I feel like those aren't
What'd
mutually...
he say? I couldn't see it.
So C-Stream says he doesn't have... He says, I don't have the goal of being the best in the state. My focus is out of majors and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which
I very much agree with
get
that.
the feeling of... I know exactly what you mean, but I don't think the two are like totally mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
But I know exactly where you're coming from because that was kind of my deal a lot with Melee, especially the last couple of years since I played.
Yeah, I think my main goal up until now has always been be good enough to justify traveling out of state for competing, and I do think I've reached that for the most part, but like for 4 out-of-state events in a row now, I've been one match from making it out of pools.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. DreamHack Atlanta, SmashCon, Glitch, and MomoCon.
Yeah.
I feel like I've improved a lot of the game, but I have like so much more to go.
I was
ridiculous. Actually.
I was talking about you earlier. You were talking about how bad and carried you are, but I was talking about how like it. I'm just waiting for you to go off because you're like a ticking time bomb right now.
Honestly, I kind
legacy
of agree.
in PM and Melee, like I'm just waiting for you to.
It's going to take some time, but I think I can. I think like how like
something is going to click.
I agree. It might take some time. It might not. It might not happen.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We'll see.
Like I think that Redshift that you won. I think that. I mean, I haven't watched every single set you've ever played, but I feel like that's the best you've ever played.
Yeah, and I've gone back and looked at some sets since. Like, wow, I play like crap here. This is awesome. I've got so much more to improve on. Like winning sets and then looking back and be like, wow, I played awful. Is like kind of a cool feeling. It's like yes, I know what to work on even more now. So it sucks watching it, but it feels good knowing I can do a lot more.
Yeah, and Ripmar here.
Yeah, this.
Wow, this is wild. Wait, he didn't go Cloud at all, did he? This set?
No, he did not.
Interesting.
Went straight from Jojo to Roy.
I guess he wasn't feeling Cloud today.
Yeah.
He's an enigma when it comes to character choices.
He is an enigma. He's had such a strong season, I feel like, this year. Started season 2.
Yeah, he's. I think he is in a category with like me, Yo-Yo Guy. There's another one.
Who, Mintos?
Mintos,
PR.
me, Yo-Yo. Well, not just on like consistent 16 through 20.
Yeah.
And I think Mini.
Mini
has just surprised me that he has not made it on the PR, right? Like,
he last season he definitely would have made it on, but he didn't meet activity requirements, which sucked because he was just one tournament off from the first half. I still think that an attendance requirement for each half is good because it's really stupid that like there have been multiple instances through Smash 4 and like a couple in Ultimate where people do well in the first half and just sit on their season.
Yeah, that's lame, and I feel like they should.
And there are,
you know what? You know, if you're gonna do that, for sure, don't get any better. Just take your like measly like whatever plate. Yeah. Don't get better. That's just how it's gonna be for you.
And
whatever.
I think that PR is partially a big deal, like because you want that out of state seating.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, it's like. You know, like somebody who's never going to travel, they don't care enough about the game, but they like coast on that first half of the season.
That's right.
Like that PR doesn't serve them any purpose.
No.
But yeah, that's going to be Wasabi 2-0 over MINTOS.
Yeah. And so now we got this King Choco coming up?
Oh yeah, I guess we're good.
bye.